Today on Come the Good MTG, we're playing Jeskai Convoke. This is not a deck we're playing because it's interesting. We're playing a deck because it is competitive, and we're looking to win. And so, if that sounds interesting to you, then stay tuned to find out more. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I'm your host, 7-time grand champion of my bathroom's cell phone solitaire league, Dr. Yukon Socket. Yes, thank you. Film before a live studio audience. Thank you so much, Yukon Socket. Word to your mama. So I'm broadcasting to you today from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing to you a deck I found over on Untapped GG's tier list. This thing came in at number, number 4. The reason why I'm playing that kind of a thing today is I tried to find something interesting to play. And you know what I could find? Nothing. What did I play? I played Boros controlled tokens. That sucked. I played some sort of cool new Gruul deck. That sucked. Some sort of new Golgari deck. Sucked. Vraska Poison combo. That actually wasn't too bad. It actually did good. Other than the fact I found the deck to be not fun. So I skipped it. Naya Balin tokens. Nope. Jeskai Convoke. Yeah. Suddenly we have something worth playing. So yeah, we're playing Jeskai Convoke today. It's what you see here. I think it's something we've seen, pretty much before. It's like a mono white Convoke. It's been turned into a Boros Convoke, and now suddenly we're playing Jeskai Convoke, just because, we need to throw some more colors in there. That's what we're doing today. So, all right, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the cards that are in this deck. We're going to talk a little bit about how this deck should work, and then we're going to go out and we're going to crush some hopes and dreams. What do we got today? We got a guy that makes another guy get a Popo counter till the end of the turn. Not even a counter, just +1/+1. This guy, when he comes out, puts out a token. Let's see. This guy, when he comes out, he puts out a token and has flying. This guy can get bigger if you tap guys. I don't really like this guy, but everybody loves him. So I left him in here because I'm sure you'll love him too, even though I would never play this guy in real life. This guy puts out a token. You see, we want to put tokens out. Why is that? Because these guys, if you destroy an artifact of your own, you get 3 Phyrexian goblins out of the deal. And we want lots of little dude. Why is that? Because the case of the Gateway Express will deal 1 point of damage for each creature you control, which means on turn potentially 3, you could do like 4 points of damage potentially. This guy puts out another guy, so more token guys. This guy puts out another guy, it has Battle Cry, which means when it attacks, it gives everything else +1/+0. If it gets killed, it puts out yet another guy. Zoetic Glyph makes one of your tokens into a 5/4, and when that thing dies, you get a Discover 3. So you get a card from this column over. Idomane's Recruiter, you put him out. He gives all your dudes haste and +1/+0 until the end of turn. He's the bomb. You got lots of little guys out. Basically, they're all packing ones for the most part. So you'll double their power, and they'll all be able to race in and hopefully kill the other guy. Warleader's Call, there's only 1 in here. This is an incredible card that should have a lot more of it, but we only got 1. But all your dudes get +1/+1, so it's like a Glorious Anthem. And then whenever a creature enters the battlefield, this thing deals 1 point of damage to each opponent. And this guy allows you to tap guys you have to put them out for a lot less mana. And then for each guy that you tapped, you get to go and reveal that many cards, and you get to pull like 2 of them to your hand, equal to dudes, which are more guys from over there. Other than that, we got a truckload of dual lands. A lot of them are going to cost you life to play them. Hopefully not too much. And that's it. So what are we doing? We're going aggro. We're going aggro on this thing. Even the most expensive thing will probably only cost us 2 or 3 to actually play. So 3 is like the most you're actually going to be playing in this deck, and we're going to be throwing things out like crazy. And then hopefully jump down, clear things out of the way, and grind them to bits with Warleader's Calls and Idomane's Recruiter. If that sounds good to you, then stay tuned, but let's get at it. Before we go out there and do our damage, let's do as we do every night. Let's say our prayers and talk about what is best in life. Hands together. dear Black Queen Sholdred, still having a hard time saying that, who dwells within the dark chambers of my heart, please hear my prayers and grant your blessings. Man, I am tongue-tied. As we attempt to crush our enemies, see them driven before us, and to hear the lamentations of the women. All right, playing again. It's Kotek. Panty Shield Liners. Bunch of mana. We can turn this guy and these guys into 4 dudes, which means just come out and shoot something up to 4 for toughness. Ah! Hey there, Hootie. It's good to see you. Yeah, you are a very pleasant little mechanical bird, aren't you? Going for the attack. Cause herself some more damage. That's a lot of lands that will just kill me. Jesus, people. What do you think he's looking for? He's going to wipe the board? That guy. I should put it on the guy with evasion. Or at least I can kill myself a railway guy. Alright, he's got an instant in his hand of some sort. Hopefully it's not protection. That's exactly what it is. Oops. Forgot that guy had reach. Question to kind of dig myself out of this now. I got a lot of guys. Let's just take it in. Battle cry! There we go. All right, block 3, which means 3 are getting through, which means we're doing at least 6 points of damage. And we win. And we win! In your face, Duffy Moon! In your face. Rank up. Alright, we are playing against Dr. Forco. Or is it Draco? I like Dr. Forco better. That sounds way better. Get it. I didn't see what we picked up. This guy would have been the better first time drop. I could have had a lot more creatures out on the next turn. Alright, I'm going to go for Zoetic Glyph, so I'm going to hold off. I mean, I could have put out 3 more goblins, but they, you know, Zoetic Glyph is beef supreme, baby. And we get a Discover in case he dies. Alright, down to 13. This guy's already killed 2 creatures. Does he have more in his hand? Probably. Good thing is I think he's an artifact, so therefore half the things that are used to kill things won't work. I needed to put out an artifact there. That didn't work. Let's just go to town. He's down to 5. I know he's a life gainer, but perhaps we can slip around this guy. Alright, cool. We'll be able to take out one of the guys, the big guy, Gigasaurus Rex. That's okay. You want to get into a fight, we'll fight. We'll discover too. It'd be fantastic. Let it go. Come on. Let it go. Let it go. Oh, what a wuss. Alright, it's got to slip one more point past this guy. Obviously, he's going to probably gain some life. Then I just slip 2 points past him. And we win! Suck it, suckerfish! Suck it! Alright, we're playing against Polakis. Polakis, 777. Keep. Let's get ourselves some artifact tokens out there. 1. We need to pick up a 3rd land so we can start Zoetic Glyphing ourselves around here. Alright, come on. 3rd land. There we go. The worst thing is that we can kind of kill that guy, but like, do I really care? That's the jerk that has to be murdered. Sweet, sweet, delicious poison dart frog. All right, there's 3. Yeah, my question, am I willing to sacrifice for speed? And the answer is no. All right, got him down to 18. I just drawn a card. I'm going to Zoetic Glyph here. I'm taking the boot. No, we're going to attack. That's what we're going to do. This should activate the solve quotient there. We just have to attack with 3 or more creatures. There we go. All right, welcome to the battlefield, my friends, and nothing to pull. We totally whiffed on that. All right, he's down to 5, and apparently that's enough to finish the game. Winner, winner, victory dinner. Rank up. All right, we're playing against DarwinOajaca. I don't know how to pronounce that first part. Keep. Ooh, it's a rainbow butt. Dance for me, rainbow butt. Come on. All right, so we gotta pick one or the other. I don't know, let's just go and put out another token while we have the opportunity. All right, so C3, we could put out a Knight-Errant on the next turn. Let's just do it. Time to start laying down some Beefosaurus Rex. So a Glyph's going to help with that too. What are you doing, Cottontail? I always like to turn the boots and stuff. Can't block flying. It's down to 9. We're getting treasures. It's a fantastic time to be alive. We got more than 9 showing right now. This guy's got to start playing defense. This is his problem. All right, man. I don't know what you're going to do. I mean, I guess we have to play defense a little bit. I gotta think about my future. All right, that guy's gone. The blocks. All right, down to 6. Pop this out. 1, 2. And that's it. We don't have enough white left. Oh, we have more. All right, treasured up. That's fine. All right, he's got to block that way. This doesn't matter. We just got to put it on somebody that's got some strength to him. Let's just put him onto a bigger bite. Ooh, we whiffed it. I'm a 6. He's a 7. Hopefully we can chump, but he's got trample, and he's got menace. Oh, I'm down to 2, huh? Well, that's the end of that. Alright, we were playing against Dark Noob 0010. Just gonna draw what I gotta draw here, right? Alright, we got the ability to put out the Resolute Reinforcements, which is important. I'll get rid of this Spyglass if we have to. Let's murder, death, kill. Alright, we got him pumped. Alright, well, we can slaughter her, that's fine. You're gonna force me to discard? I got 1 out of the deal. And take out poor Liliana. Let's go put some strength on these guys here. 1. You're a good card. Good enough. Let's just get these going. 2, 3. Next turn, right? All right, if you want to sacrifice, you want to chump a guy, I gave you a guy. There you go. Don't wipe the board, Sergio. That would be cheating. That's fine, I'll lose for life. That's not enough, guys. Alright, go ahead and kill it. Just kill yourself then. That's fine with me too. Victory! Alright, here we are with Jeskai Convoke. And it was decent. Was there anything new in here that we were playing? Didn't really seem like it. It was kind of made up of older cards from the later sets. Still, it did a good job. Let's see, was it lands we pulled maybe? Nope, not seeing that either. Yeah, this is definitely doesn't seem to have anything from Bloomburrow in it. It's at the top of the list. It's doing very well. And it was a decent deck. I kind of wish I had more Warleaders call. There's lots of opportunities for that. One time I did play with this card, it was just storming all over people like nobody's business. We can get lots of guys out, and Warleader's Call takes great advantage of that. But still, we played the version that we found over on TapGG, so that's what we played. Let's go ahead and just figure this one out. Who is the MVP? Who is the most valuable player? I'm going to give it to... Yeah, I was going to give it to Warleader's Call, but there's only one of it in the deck. The thing that really makes this deck go very well, though, is probably Gleeful Demolition. I'm going to have to say Gleeful Demolition is probably the MVP. Reason why is because it puts a number of dudes out, which then makes the case of the Gateway Express do like basically 4 points of damage. Because we got 3 of these guys and one of something else to put a token out. Plus it helps make it so that the Knight-Errant of Eos is way cheaper for us to cast. Plus then if we get out with Inomane's Recruiter on turn 3, we'd be able to have like 5 dudes we're attacking with. So we can be at least 10 points of damage. 11 points probably. Yeah, and if we got Warleader's Call and you play a Gleeful Demolition, that's 3 points of damage. Plus they'll all be 2/2s straight off the bat. Yeah, it's going to be Gleeful Demolition. You're the MVP of this particular deck. That's weird to say, but you definitely are. You're the thing that really makes this deck zook up to a second gear. Congratulations, my little friends. You look like you're having a good time. I hope you have a good time at Disneyland. All right, let's see. Was this deck competitive? I ended up with a 71% rate on the ladder at gold level. That I think is competitive. That's a competitive deck there. I picked it off the top tier list off of Untapped GG. The funny part is that when I was playing this thing on just the play queue, I was getting my butt kicked all the time, which is why I switched over to the rank ladder because I figured this is where it was supposed to do a better job, and it totally did. I played 4 games in a row without losing. I thought this might be a 100% deck. Still, there we go. It was a fantastically competitive deck. All right, number 2, was this deck fun? Yeah, the aggro was strong. I did appreciate it. The curve was nice. You definitely saw the way that you put out like either the Novice Inspector or the Spyglass Siren, which put out that extra icon, which allowed you, or token, which you could put Gleeful Demolition on, which you have 4 guys, which allowed you to get straight into Knight-Errant at that point, which, and then other things on turn 3. And from there, you were really just going to town on people. Just whatever you drew next. Case of the Gateway would help a lot. Lots of things with 1s would help a lot. Zoetic Glyph was fantastic. Yeah, I mean, we've seen this a lot before with Mono White Convoke. We've seen this with Boros Convoke, but now we're playing with Jeskai Invoke. We're getting the blue in there too. It was fine. These pain lands were painful though, and there's so many of them. So I don't know, man, but still, it's an aggro deck. That's what you need your pain lands for. And it was fine. It was just fine. So I'd say, yeah, this is a fun deck to play. Lastly, was it interesting? And that's where I'm going to say no. Why is that? Because it pretty much is just, your Boros Convoke deck with blues put into it as well. Yeah, that was cool. It's got blue in there. This is the card I probably dislike the most, but because it's the hardest to get to anything you actually want to do with it. You got to get to that solved so you can actually get a nice 4/4 bird creature out with flying. That takes a long time. At least when you're playing with Case of the Gateway Express, you're shooting stuff right off the bat. And then your third ability, your solved ability, gives everyone like a partial glorious anthem there. So yeah, this is probably the one card I thought was the worst. But altogether, it wasn't a terribly interesting deck. It was just a really good deck. All right, so let's add that up. Was this deck competitive? Yes. Was this deck fun? Yeah, it was. Was it interesting? Not so much. No new cards. Pretty much what we've seen before. Just a slightly different configuration on it. All right, so let's add that up. That gives us let's just give it a nice straight A. A straight A deck. Being that it was so competitive and so much fun, that is a good way to go. All right, so if you decide to play with this deck, I hope that you have as much fun with it as I did. That's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the underground secret headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. In the words of my people, be excellent to each other and party on, dudes.